Again in a southern state, this is a huge move ahead of the Karnataka state election, which is due next year. The BJP top brass has included former Chief Minister BSYediyurappa in the party's highest decision-making body, the party's Parliamentary Board. In a tweet, Yediyurappa thanked Prime Minister Narendra Modi, BJP President JP Nadda and party top brass Amit Shah. After this, Karnataka Chief Minister Basuraj Bommai also congratulated Yediyurappa. He went and met Yediyurappa. You can see the pictures on the right. Top leaders of the Karnataka BJP also extended their warm greetings to Yediyurappa. In fact, Mr. Bommai said that this move will boost the morale of party workers in the state ahead of polls. Remember, all of this comes just a year after the BJP-led Karnataka cabinet underwent a reshuffle. Yediyurappa was replaced by Basuraj Bommai as the chief minister. Let's listen in to political reactions that have been coming on this story.
BSYediyurappa has been appointed for Parliamentary Board and Election Committee, which is the highest decision-making body. I congratulate him on this occasion and I thank our party leaders. It has given a very big boost for BJP in Karnataka. All the workers are very happy. The people of Karnataka are also very happy. And the great services and the great programs what Yediyurappa has been done. Now, even now people remember it. And we are going all united together.
You've got your first reactions to Yediyurappa being elevated to the BJP's Parliamentary Board. Does that make it a little more difficult for you? Because people do say that he has a lot of influence in Karnataka politics.
Influence in Karnataka politics. But if you are strong, if you had repeated a government, why would they have removed him? Why would they have made him to cry? Why they would have made raid of all his family members and friends? This is the issue. In Karnataka party, Karnataka Congress party, we all will run the elections on a collective leadership. That is what Rahul Gandhi has given us the direction.
I'd like to thank Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, our National President Nadda ji, our Home Minister Shri Amit Shah ji, and also Santosh ji. See, as far as Congress is concerned, they are under the impression that they are coming back to power in the state of Karnataka. There is a lot of leadership competition which is going on in the Congress party. But as far as BJP is concerned, we are confident under the able and dynamic leadership of Shri Narendra Modi ji and our Honorable Chief Minister Bommai ji. We are pretty sure that BJP is going to come back to power in the state of Karnataka.
Making him part of a parliamentary board. Many say this exposes the dual stance. How would you view it, sir? How would Mr. Yediyurappa view it?
The question of dual stand does not arise at all. Since ultimately it's party's call. Our central leadership has decided to utilize the Yediyurappa's strength, not at all bothered about my future.
All right, I want to go across to Harish Upadhyay, who's joining us with that story. So, the elevation of someone who was removed as Chief Minister or asked to step down citing advanced age, and in the BJP, everybody knows post-75, there's only the Margdarshak Mandal. The fact that he's been elevated to the Parliamentary Board, the highest decision-making body, does it show, Harish, at some level, the indispensability of Yediyurappa?
Absolutely. It shows two things. One, the importance of Yediyurappa here and how important he is for BJP scheme of things, not just for 2023, also for 2024. And the fact that Basuraj Bommai hasn't managed to emerge as someone who becomes a mass leader who can replace BSYediyurappa, if not to the full extent, even to a lesser extent, that hasn't happened. There's no other leader. And that's one of the reasons why he has been elevated. Second, we also need to understand that over the last few weeks, the sense within the BJP is also that Congress perhaps is gaining ground, whether it's Siddaramaya's birthday bash or the recent Freedom March. They've seen a very good crowd turnout, and the government has been trying to struggle. In fact, it's struggling in some of these controversies, and perhaps this elevation will in a way galvanize the party workers and also give some sort of a space for BSYediyurappa to go across the state and ensure that the organization is in a way put in place before the election start. So on both those counts, this is a significant elevation.
And secondly, what may this mean for Basuraj Bommai? Because over these last few days and weeks, there's been intense speculation about him possibly being changed and a new sort of leadership at the helm. But does this now put to rest all that speculation now that his sort of mentor, if you will, I'm using a loose phrase here, BSYediyurappa has been elevated to the highest decision-making body of the party?
Well, in a way, it's partial relief for Basuraj Bommai that BSYediyurappa will be in the parliamentary board. And right now, Bommai enjoys BSYediyurappa's confidence, his support. But nonetheless, the Chief Minister who spoke just a while ago hasn't ruled out a cabinet reshuffle overall of sorts, where there are significant ministries or ministers dropped and new faces brought in. That's something that is likely on the cards, and also a significant reshuffle within the party as well, because many, whether at Delhi level or here, believe that the current organization here of the BJP hasn't performed to the expectation and new faces need to be brought in.
All right, Harish, we'll leave it at that. Thanks very much. Harish Upadhyay reporting for us on this significant change that's happened in the BJP's Parliamentary Board. Also, not just Yediyurappa's elevation, but also the omission of Nitin Gadkari and Shivraj Singh Chauhan also sending out a message very clearly. That's a wrap. I'll catch you again at 9 p.m. with Brass Tacks. On the other side, Ridhima joining you with the biggest exclusive.